Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This video is about the 3 special offers for boosters that will show up eventually on your account. 3 days is how long they last from the time that they show up. I don't know if they will last beyond the next Tuesday. I couldn't tell you that, because most people would either decide to buy them or not buy them. What you have here, this one is the extra large and the most expensive of the 3 offers that shows up. I'm going to show you the other 2 offers so you can get a grasp of what will come up your way if you haven't seen them yet. This one is the large bundle, and you can identify those as the extra large bundle has the ×10 blue commander experience. The large bundle has the ×8 commander experience. And the medium, which is this one, has the ×6 commander experience. So what happens here is that I was evaluating the price of these guys. Now I'll show you, for example, let's look at this one. I'll show you how I figured out what the value of these boosters is. So the first thing is, frequently you'll get special offer. You can buy 20 of the ×3 vehicle boosters for 850 gold. So what happens is those at that rate, and I'm going to use the rate that's the cheapest rate that they offer any of these boosters for that I'm aware of. So the cheapest rate that you get the ×3 boosters, to my knowledge, is 42.5 gold each, or 85 for 2. So it's 42.5 for the ×3 boosters. So if you get 5 of those, you're looking at 5 times 40 is 200, and then 5 times 2.5 is 12.5. So that's 212.5 is what the cheapest price for this is, for that set of boosters. Now the ×6 boosters, let me show you the cheapest price of that. All right, you can see dead center of the screen, 50 ×6 commander experience boosters. Those are, if I remember correctly, it's 137 each. 137 gold each. Those are pricey. So if you look here on your random, whoops, wrong one. There you go. Now I have boosters already, but if I didn't have them, let me show you this one. Now yours will be different if you have or don't have any of these. You won't see the ×8 or the ×6. You'll see the ×4 if you don't have any. Those they sell here. This is just hitting the Y button, or on PlayStation it'd be triangle. But they sell those here for 103 gold each. I don't buy them. I get them from cards or booster bundles like they have in the store. So like I said, these guys, the cheapest price is it's like 137, which is expensive. I don't like to buy those. So just kind of a helpful hint there. Okay, so basically 137 for the ×6, which that's going to make that 137. 650 plus 35, 685. So 685 and 212.5, call it 215. That'll make it easier. That'd be 900 for the commanders plus the vehicle boosters. Now the silver boosters of 1.25, I don't remember what they sell those for. But so that's like 900 for those. Okay, let me check this out. Well, we don't have any information on the 1.25, but let's just use this 1.5 as a ballpark. It'll be a little bit less than this. So you get 21.5 silver boosters for $870. So that means the 1.5 boosters they sell for 43.5 gold a piece. It'll be a little bit less. Let's be generous and just call it 40, shall we? Okay, so it was 900 for the total of the vehicles plus the commanders, and then 40 gold a piece for those 5 is another 200. So that's like 1,100 gold. And I might be slightly off because I didn't refigure the times 6. My recollection was that it was 137. And if I'm wrong on that, well, then it's going to be slightly different. But essentially, they're offering you something they sell, the cheapest price they sell these for, which includes a discount. Okay, because the prices that you saw were all discount prices. The cheapest price they sell these in the store for would be like 1,100 gold. They're selling it to you for 780. That's a good deal, actually. Now, to a degree, here's the catch. The catch on this one is that realistically, you don't need to buy these unless you're doing something special. And in the column of something special, I do YouTube videos. I'm going to buy them because I do videos that could make use of these in the future. All right. So I'm buying these to be able to do that. Like when they had the silver with interest operation, I had some of the higher value boosters, a few, and I was able to snag, the game of my life in my AGS sniper where I got 11,000 damage. And because I had the boosters running during the operation, I made over 3 million in one game, which was fantastic for a video, right? But objectively, the smart way to get these boosters is to pick them up in operations or from cards, like key cards from long hauls, or if you bought a pack of key cards, whatever. And then the key after you get them is to use them correctly. Use them on your daily doubles or, for your games. So when you play your tank, let's say you're playing a tech tree tank. I don't know, tiger tank. It doesn't matter. We're going to go tiger tank. So you play the first game of the day. You use your booster there, like your vehicle boosters. You want to unlock the next tank. Use your vehicle booster. And you use the vehicle booster, and you lost the game, so it doesn't really boost you that much because you're going to miss out on the double value of winning. So you use it again, and then you win the second game, and that's great. You turn it off. The smart way to use boosters is there's no guarantee you're going to win. So the smartest way to use them is to use them hoping to get that daily double first win of the day in the tank you're driving to use to advance yourself. Let me show you one of mine. Okay, here we go. This is a Tier 9 American light tank T-49. I'm currently progressing through this guy here. Let me show you the upgrades. This will show you where I'm at. I'm on stage 6 where I've gotten all the upgrades for this tank, and I'm just looking to pass through 186,000 experience. Gee, should I use ×3 vehicle boosters on this one? Yes. Now, I have ×5 vehicle boosters that I don't use. And the reason is, well, there was 2 reasons. In the beginning, before the silver with interest operation, I was just hoarding it because I wanted it for a special case in case I needed it. There was no rush. I am not in rush to get this tier 10 Sheridan. Most people go, "Ooh, dude, you should play this and get your Sheridan, you moron." Oh, whatever. It's not that big of a deal to me. It's a bigger deal. You know, the mentality that I just described is a bigger deal when you don't have any tier 10s. Absolutely, I would go hardcore. I have several tier 10s. It's not that big of a deal. But, the first one you get, yeah, it's a big deal. So I totally get it. But I don't really kill myself. This is a good tank. It's not great. B+, it's a B+. It's not the type of light tank I would personally prefer, but it's a good solid tank. No question. So the thing is, I don't use the ×5. Let's say I was going to play a game in vehicle booster. Okay. I would do a commander booster, which I have done, as you see here, ×4 for the first win of the day. And when I've been playing this, I've been playing for the first win of the day, and then I wait and I do it again the next day because 186,000, that's a lot of games, man. And I'm not that interested. And right now, the thing that hurts me on that is that if I play these, I don't get any kind of credit towards a contract. If I get a long haul credit, yeah, I get that, but that's really the only thing. So I have ×3 vehicle and ×4 commander, just for the first win of the day, and then I turn those off. So I have a bunch of ×5, but I'm hoarding those now because I'm waiting for that silver with interest to come back because I'm going to go hardcore on that dude. Or if I have some other thing that really needs it, like a tank that I don't care for or something I really want to work on. So I'm holding those ×5 in reserve. So it's one of those things, just like I'm holding ×8 in reserve. And I'm going to get the ×10, and I'm going to hold those in reserve, again, for the operations. So that is kind of the dealio. The ×3, you can get those for a reasonable price. Like I said, they're like $850 for 20 of them. And I bought several of those when I was doing that silver with interest operation. That was fine because they're only $42.50 a piece. That's not too bad. But the bigger ones are more expensive, and so I hoard those. All right, so this guy is a good deal, relatively speaking. It's not for everyone. If you don't have a specific need for these guys, I would suggest you keep your gold, especially if you're a newer player who doesn't have gold saved up. All right? I'm a 9-year veteran, so this is one of those things where literally you need to have resources and assets built up to be able to buy these, and you have a better idea. So for most players, I would say don't spend $790 gold. It's 50-50 on this one. The other ones would really be only for the real experts who know specifically what they're doing. Let me show this to you again. All right. So here we have, this would be, the last one I showed you is the cheapest one. That's the medium. This is the large because this got the ×8 commander. ×8 commander bonus. Those are $160. That's the cheapest they sell those for. Yeah, that's correct. It's ridiculous, right? But again, for YouTube videos, I kind of needed to have it, so I got those. Whatever. It's one of those things. It's a judgment call. So again, if you have low stashes of gold, gold is best spent on tanks. Just that simple. I can't reinforce that evaluation enough. Now, if you lucked out, you have a bunch of gold that you can afford to do it, by all means. I'm not telling you how to run your life. I'm just giving you advice. If you're someone who's been playing this game, say, a year, and you're like, man, I have like 4,000 or 5,000 gold, which is great that you have that, but in the cosmic scheme, that's not a lot of gold. It's enough to do whatever it is you want to do within reason, But you got to still be a little picky, all right? You don't have 10 or 20,000 gold sitting in reserve waiting to go, okay, let's rock. So again, I don't recommend this. But anyway, let's look at this. 160 times 5, that's 800 gold. That's the cheapest rate they sell these for. Vehicle XP times 4, I have never even seen one of those. So I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I've never even seen a times 4 vehicle XP. I've seen times 2, 3, and 5. So that's the thing. Let's go look at the 5s and see what they charge for those. We know what they charge for 3s, and let's extrapolate that the 4 is going to be ballpark of in between the 5 and the 3. All right, we're back here in special deals. Let's cruise over to the times 5 vehicle boosters. There we go. Times 5 vehicle booster. Actually, maybe I was incorrect. Maybe these are the ones that are 160. That's 160. So what's the 8, dummy? So these are 160. Man, those are expensive. 160, the times 3, those were 42.50. That means a times 4 is worth over 100 gold. And I'm using the word worth loosely. All right. No, I was right. That was 160 for the times 8 commander as well. So that's okay. That's fine. So 160 for those. Because 50 times 160 would be 8,000. That was easy. So let's go back. I had just remembered the 150s were here. So those were, what, 43.5? Yeah, those are 43.5 gold each. So now let's go back to the main thing. All right, so the ballpark on those times 4 vehicle boosters is 100 plus. I don't know what the plus is, but let's just say 100. So 160 for the blue times 8s, that's 800. Let's just call it 500 for the times 4s, that's 1,300. We know that the 1.5s they sell for 43.5. So 43.5 times 5, well, it's going to be 87, 87, and 43.5. So that's 160, 174 plus 43.5, about 220 or 225 ballpark. I'm not even going to go for the details. So again, at the cheapest rate, they sell this for 1,500-ish. And it's a discount off of that. So again, for a YouTube guy making videos, etc., no brainer, I have to buy this because it's a 1,500 plus at the normal cheapest price, which is discounted. This is a discount off of the discount rate, and they're kind of expensive, but I don't have the whatever. I don't have times 4. All right, so now let's go to the extra large. Yeah, that's it. Okay, here we are in extra large. I don't know. Well, we know what the times 5 vehicle booster cost. Those are 160 each. We know that also from calculations of the times 2 vehicle boosters. I'll show it to you. Those are 150. The cheapest rate they sell those for is 150. So that's 750 gold just for the times 2 vehicle boosters. Let me tell you a secret about times 2 silver boosters. Times 2 silver booster, the 150 gold that they charge you for this normally at the cheapest price, this is now the new cheapest price. But on the normal discount price of 150, 150 gold is worth 100,000 silver. So if you bought a times 2 vehicle booster for 150 gold and you made 95,000 silver, which was doubled your, so let's say you made 95,000 silver in the game, but doubled it was 190,000. You made 95,000 silver as a bonus off of the booster itself. you lost money on that deal unless you had premium time, which would boost it a little bit higher, okay? So the thing is, basically, a ×2 silver booster is worth 100,000 silver. So you really don't need to buy silver boosters. That's the secret, is you don't need to buy those. Just, you're much better off to not buy silver boosters at all. And when you look at your tanks, go check out the tanks that you have and look for the tanks that have the high silver boosters. Primarily in Cold War, the earning is higher, but in World War II as well. So there's things that you have like Ram 2 is one of those that has the high silver booster. I want to say Churchill 3, but you're better off picking up a tank or tanks, premium tanks that have high silver boost. It's better than silver boosters, okay? Silver boosters are not a good deal for you to buy. And I just told you why. Because each one of those ×2 is worth 100 grand. Now, again, I'm in a special case because of the YouTube videos. Yes, I kind of need it. Because what it is, the ×2 silver booster is a type of gambling. And now, if you're doing like I did on the silver with interest operation, and I got that 3 million silver, yeah, I had to use boosters. So yes, I had to have that for that special operation, okay? And that's why I'm going to buy them, and that's what I'm going to keep them for. I don't go and use them. I have like 20 or 30 ×2 silver boosters because they're to be hoarded for special occasions. I would not recommend a normal player buy this, unless you just have a lot of gold to burn, or you got a card with a tank that was a high value tank, and so you got a lot of extra gold. One of my friends, he got the 10,000 gold Frenchie tank destroyer tier 8, and then he got it again, so he got like a 10,500 gold refund. He was like, well, I can buy that armadillo now. Yeah, he literally paid like $15 for a 10-pack of blue cards. Got all the stuff, opened it up. Bammo, he got the double card, which was a 10,500 bonus refund. So he literally paid like $16.50 for a G.I. Joe armadillo. Jackpot! Okay, there you go. So there's special cases, right? So special cases, you buy this. If you want to buy, it's not that expensive. But again, if you only have several 4,000 or 5,000 gold, you're going to drain your stash prematurely. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just kind of give you some kind of framework where you can figure this out for yourself. Sometimes you got to go, you know what? I've never had 10 ×10 commander boosters, and it might be useful. And it would be, okay? If you've seen my videos where I've scored 50,000 plus commander experience in my Panzer 38H, I didn't have a ×10 booster. I had a ×8. So I'm looking forward to trying this with ×10. But man, it's going to be expensive. So this is the thing. It's not for everyone. As a YouTube guy, I really have to buy it. But objectively, this is a cheaper price than you would normally get. And you cannot buy ×2. Well, you can buy some ×2s, but man, you got to buy 50 of them. All right. So again, yes, this is a good deal for you if you frame this in a way where it's a good deal for you. The price is the cheapest you're ever going to get it. So if you want to have some ×2 silver boosters in reserve, terrific, because that's what I'm doing. I'm getting them for reserves. ×5 is gettable. The ×5 vehicle booster is a little more frequently seen and is a little more gettable. So it's not a big deal in that regard. It's the ×10 that's really ultra rare, and the ×2 silver booster is just regular rare. And I would say the ×5 is uncommon, but gettable. So for me, I'm going to buy all of these, but I want to explain it to you up front why I'm doing it and why you might want to do it. I mean, if you got 20,000 gold in reserve, by all means, go for it. Absolutely not a problem. So here we are in the store. Special deal. Medium boosters. Jackpotto. $7.90. It's a good deal. Let's go for it. Now, unfortunately, you can't even gift it to somebody. This is for you and you alone. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. You know, whatever floats your boat. So that's a jackpot. I don't think I can buy it again. Let's look and see. That's a good question. Can I buy it again? Oh, really? Oh, dude. I say negative on that probably. I didn't even consider that possibility. I was holding on to this to make a video. So that's why I didn't know. I didn't buy any. Commander times 10. Yeah, this is a nasty one. Hey, that's extra large. Where's my regular? Oh, yeah, the medium's gone. My mistake. Okay, I haven't bought this yet. Buy this. Heck yes, 1,200. Okay, so this is gone. Will it let me buy it again? Ooh, it says yes. Well, let's give it a shot, right? You can't buy it again. Well, whatever. And we found out you can only buy it once. Hey, worth a shot, right? I'm going to take advantage of a special sale like a maniac. And this is the extra large. So buying it, of course, $17.25. And you know what? I know it won't work, but hey, glitches happen. Let's see this. Hey, it was worth a shot, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, so I got the large, extra large, and the medium. That was pretty fantastic. Now, let's go look at my tanks. And this is where you're going to see this. Hit the Y button or triangle. Y on Xbox, triangle on PlayStation. I don't want to look at this tank because this one has the thing already set. There we go. Times 5 vehicle boosters. Times 4 vehicle boosters, which I've never seen before. In 9 years, I've never seen a times 4. Okay, now that may not be correct. I don't ever remember seeing it, is what it really means, okay? Yes, I know I had picked up from an operation sometimes at times 10, so I had a couple of those or whatever. I might have had 4 or 5 at one point. So that's awesome. These are really not a good deal for the same reason on the times 2 silver boosters. Times 2 silver boosters. Now, the reason I have 78 of those is I'll show you why. Even though they're quote unquote not a good deal for normal people. All right? They're not a good deal for normal people. And this is where I bought them, was here. Times 2 silver boost. So the reality is, no, they're not 150. If this was 7,500, then 50 would be 150. It's 149.9, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's 150. Okay. So I bought those again. It's for YouTube video purposes. I'm sitting on those like a maniac. You'll see one of my friends have, several of my friends have 20 million, 50 million, and another one's got like 80 million. Okay. I don't have that many millions of silvers because unlike them, I don't go through tech trees anymore. I've only done it several times and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. Okay. Now, yes, I've been progressing through the last, 6 months, just goofing around on this T49 leading to the Sheridan Tier 10. And also on just over the last couple of years, I was just goofing around, with tank destroyers because I started out with the tier 2, which I still have. And I'm like, well, let me play with the tier 3, and then after a while it was a 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, and I got the 9, and I'll show you the deal with this one. Upgrade. There's Mr. 80 million himself. So there's one more gun on this, 40,000. I'm in no rush. It doesn't matter to me. I got those because I wanted the tank destroyers, but when I got the Cold War tanks, I have my AGS sniper, which is better than any tier 10. I don't care. So, hey, you know, whatever. I'm a practical guy. So I don't go through those. You know, I've gone through artillery twice. American all the way to tier 10, which I have, and Frenchy tier 10, which I have. You saw my German tank destroyer, tier 9. I'll get the 10 eventually just to finish it off at some point, but there's no rush. T49, tier 9 light tank. That's it. Now I have a couple others that I got because of some weird, not a glitch, but something that they did, and I bought those. I might go after a tier 10 German tank, light tank. Maybe. I'll think about it. But if I do, I've got the boosters to do it easy. Okay. So whatever. Those are just for me. These boosters are in reserve for appropriate times. Okay. You know, and as you said, like I said, I have those videos with my high experience. I'm trying to see, you know, I've seen results. I think 70 to 80,000 experience in Commander is possible, but you're going to have to play the game of your life and have some luck on your side. I got 56 and 57,000, which is awesome. I'm looking to do more, which is why I got times 8 and times 10. Times 6 will help as well, but there's not any more times 8s available in the store at this point, though, unfortunately. Okay, so wrapping this whole thing up, I hope you guys have found this analysis of various boosters to be helpful to you so that you'll know how to look at boosters in the future to see if it's worth your while. You know, my gut reaction, especially for low gold holding players, just play the game, man. Just play the game. One of the things that you don't want to do also, I got to throw this in here because it's kind of relevant, is, and I got to go and get this in my account. Hang on a second. Okay. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you see the XP. That's free experience, 91,000. Now, I could use that 91,000 right here on this T49. I could, well, actually, I don't know if I could burn this. I think you can burn you have to burn the whole amount. I don't think I could burn a partial amount of this. Okay. Yeah, you'd have to have the entire amount, but, so that's not the right one. It's I'll use the tank destroyer. This one will work because I can burn, I have more than the next upgrade. I can burn 40,000 of my free experience on this gun. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Just letting you know. Why is that a big mistake? Let me show you. I can tell you why it's a big mistake, but I think you need to see it. I think that's the better example. Is I'm going to take the time to show you physically why it's a big mistake to burn free experience on a gun or an upgrade for your tank. I present to you Exhibit 1. This is a French Vanguard. This tank was about 90,000. It was 80 or 90,000. Free experience. Tier 8 phenomenal light tank sniper. All right? Absolutely free. This dude sells for like about 6,800 or something like that. Let me show you another one. Example number 2. This is a Samoa Nomad. This tank costs 300,000 free experience because this tank in the store 15,000 gold. For me, absolutely free. Okay? Pretty awesome tank. I like this. This is fun. This is an autoloader. Autoloader French heavy tank. This is the stock unchangeable configuration of the camouflage. Same thing with that Vanguard. You can't change that either. The Vanguard is a camouflage cosmetic version of the ELC Even 90. This one is a cosmetic camouflage of the Samoa, which is still an expensive tank, but this is the even more expensive version. This is example 3. This is a WZ-122 medium tank with rockets. Cold War. This was about 220,000 free experience. Absolutely free. And I have one more to show you. This is an Era 3 main battle tank 70. This dude was 275,000 free experience. Now, I had blown my free experience on other tanks, which you have seen, the Vanguard and the WZ-122. And I was building my way back up, and it came up, and I'm like, oh, you jerk. So I was short 100 grand. Okay, no problem. I took advantage of the sale on the conversion of experience to free experience and got the rate that they have right now in the store. Let me show you. Resource conversion. Let's take a look at this dude. Basically what happens here is 1 gold equals 35 free experience. This is the sale price. Normally it's 25. What it boils down to is this. Let me show you. Oh, that's too much. It's gonna be crazy here. It jumps fast because sometimes you want to spend thousands, or you need thousands. Like I don't now, but I'm gonna show you what I had to do. Getting there, almost. I'm gonna get to 35,000. That'll be the number that will be magical. So here's the dealio. 1,000 gold is equal to 35,000 free experience. So I was about I don't know 120. I think it was I was about 120,000 experience short on that main battle tank 70. So I spent. It was 3,000 gold for 105,000, and so it was about 3,700. So I bought that free experience tank for 3,700. That dude is about 12,800 ballpark in the store. So that one wasn't completely free, but it was mostly free, and I got it for super dirt. They don't sell it in any discount for 3,700. That's what I paid. So I don't waste free experience because you're throwing free tanks away. That's just up to you. So just trying to give you the helpful hint there. So let's go back. So now you have seen, the basic aspect of these sales. Your gold is important. Your free experience is also important, and it's kind of linked to this. So think about it. You have like 3 days. Okay. There's a legitimate ways to use these, etc. If you want to just throw your gold away, by all means, I don't even know why you'd be watching this. It's like you could be throwing gold away if you don't know what you're doing. It's not something you should just do for the heck of it. If you don't have a specific need for it, then I'd say save your gold. and use it for something else. Wait for another sale of tanks. Work on your long hauls. You'll get, in long haul cards, you get boosters. That's why I have a lot of boosters, okay? Because I have long haul cards, 2 every week. And I hoard those boosters, and I use them judiciously. And I want you to learn to do the same thing. So hopefully this helped you out. That's the best I could do of explaining all this stuff. Thanks for watching the video. Please leave a like if you haven't. Please subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends so they have the same opportunity. This will help them out as well. So, I make at least one video every day. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching.